The Central County Sheriff's Office arrests 2 people for shooting into a Garden Plain home. Deputies called to this house Thursday night to the report of shots fired. 4 people were inside at the time. No one was hurt. Detectives believe one of the people inside were part of a drug deal with suspects, and the deal involved fake money. The Sheriff's Office identified suspects as 20-year-old Christian Garcia and a 16-year-old boy. They were arrested Saturday morning for criminal discharge of a firearm. That case has not been formally charged.